Okay, I came today more out of interest. Wasn't actually any default mortgages. I have a buy-to-let portfolio. The information that I've got from this video and from the Q&A session there has been amazing. It's actually blowing me away. Still taking it in a wee bit, if you know what I mean. It's excellent.
I have to say it's good to be in a place where a lot of people have the same experiences and there's that support. And I mean, you leave with a real positive attitude, so it's first class. Good to get them to come over here and good to exchange a few views. Good to see that like everybody else in the same situation. And the first thing you need to believe is that there is no justice, you know, and unless everybody gets together, nothing's going to happen. So it's about people power and numbers. Simple as that. Basically, it's fairly simple, you know, and everybody's in the same situation. But it's that simple that people don't believe it, you know. So it's a matter of believing it, and everybody's sitting together. The more people get together, brilliant.
The film is highly informative. I've got a copy of the DVD. I would recommend it for everybody who's got a mortgage, and even wider than that, to get involved with this type of information and carry it forward. As I say, it's highly informative. There's lots of questions and answers, and everybody's mind who watches the DVD and comes to it and gets involved will be satisfied in going forward with the information on it. I would highly recommend it to everybody.
People in action taking responsibility for themselves, because basically it's so difficult to get legal representation that does what you want them to do. And I, speaking from experience, from being in the courts and in and around the courts for quite some time now, that if I don't do it myself, it's not done, because I can't get a legal representative to do what I asked them to do. And I've made it my business to learn what needs to be done, and it's things like this here that help us all to find out what exactly to do and just do it.
I'm an accountant and a mortgage broker, and I've got to say I learned an awful lot tonight. The guys are fabulously well informed, really good, and I look forward to putting the strategies into place.
It was very, very informative to the ordinary person in the street. I know I was brought up to respect people in authority, but it shows you that there's a conspiracy between all the politicians, the judges, police, against all the ordinary people.
Well, I just watched the film there, and I think the film was of great interest, but what should be brought to the attention of everybody concerned is that land registry needs to be challenged on every single deed that there is in Northern Ireland that will be handed out under a mortgage. Vast majority of them are fraudulent, vast majority of them need to be challenged, and within the coming months there will be singularly challenged by a lot of people on a given date, and I would ask everybody join in that. And it doesn't matter whether you're somebody that has lost a house or is about to lose a house. Now's the time to stand together. If you've lost property, you can still go behind the deed that took your house from you, and now is the time to stand up and be counted along with all the rest of us. There's people have travelled from all over here tonight that didn't travel here for no reason. It's corrupt to the back doors, has been corrupt for years. It's time to change it. We have judges in power at the minute, a number of them who I won't name on this right now, because if I do they won't show it. But there are two particular judges who owe over 800,000 each to two banks, and those two banks are not taking interest off them, nor have they paid 1 penny of interest in the last 6 years. That's a conflict of interest, and it needs to be brought to the fore. Please join us, please fight.
Very informative movie. Everyone should watch it, because it'll open your eyes to the circumstances that's around you and maybe affecting you in different ways. So yeah, definitely come watch it. If just give it a chance. It will help you see the truth.
Absolutely fantastic. The work you guys are doing here, Michael, I don't know all your names, but you have done sterling work. What you're highlighting here is, I believe, the tip of the iceberg. And as Michael said earlier in his presentation, we all look like the lunatics in the corner of the pub, but I think after this we'll be able to sit in the middle of the pub from now on. Thank you very much.
Do you know what the most powerful aspect is? The inspiration. There's so many people out there that are fighting battles, that are in the courts, who realise that they're dealing with a very corrupt and rotten court judicial system, and to see people winning against incredibly powerful institutions. The motivation, the inspiration, the insights, just the intensity of the people and all the energy they've invested in and bringing that to the public, and just to inspire them to know, do you know what, we're winning this. It's slow, it's consistent, we're getting there, and people before used to think we can't do this, we're fighting a corrupt system. Do you know what, people now are talking, people realise that the game's up and it's getting there. It's built momentum very, very slowly, but an absolute genuine gratitude that you actually took the time, the effort, came across and shared this incredible information that really makes a powerful difference in people's lives.
It has reinforced the things that I found out, and it has reinforced them in no uncertain terms, because as we saw yesterday, we had a big win on the back of that in Northern Ireland courts, and it's just great.
I was very encouraged when I heard about their recent success, and that's what brought me here today. I also am aware of Anthony Carlin, who arranged the meeting here in Belfast. I'm extremely encouraged for Northern Ireland that they're bringing their information here to us to assist us in a very corrupt, inherently corrupt jurisdiction, of which lay litigants appear like they have been in England and Wales and other parts, Scotland and God knows where else, victims of injustice and victims of fraud. And I just am so pleased and so relieved that we've got people who have been successful to encourage us and to cooperate with us and to bring it here to Northern Ireland, so that we ourselves as a group can work together in one common cause.
Most people think that, banks lend money, you pay your mortgage, and banks play fair. And just being in the legal system and seeing what happens actually in the courts, and been in the courts many times very recently, it's a completely and utterly rigged system. And just to show the level and depth of criminality, that in general people think when you go to court you get justice, and there's no chance normally of getting justice. And this just shows that after many, many years and thousands upon thousands of hours that many people, including yourselves, have put in, it's just made such a profound difference that people are awakening. And the conversations we're having now compared to the conversations we're having 5 years ago, it's like before it was conspiracy, now they're realising I'm getting shafted too.
Brilliant film, 10 out of 10. The establishment has been dumbing us down for centuries and centuries, beating us down, kicking us while we're down, and we're rising up and we're coming back fighting, and we continue to fight until we win.
The crowd of people that came here tonight are all very energised. It's some of the best people in Northern Ireland that have been fighting in the courts, have been doing so much for so long, and they all sort of spread apart. And this event has just galvanised everybody. Everybody's pumped up about it. They're dying to do their stuff. They're all signing up. I've got 2 sheets full of everyone signed up. They want to work on the next stage. So they've made complete believers out of us. It's been fantastic that they came over, and I encourage everybody to get to the cinemas, buy tickets, try and get as much energy into the events at the town near you, Liverpool, Manchester, London, all around, get them into it, and for everybody to buy the TGBMS DVD, because all the proceeds go to helping the people who've lost their homes, so it's not for profit. So educate yourself and protect your homes. And thanks guys for coming across.